Hello guys, it's me. Sorry for my inactivity in the last time. I just had no real time to, record videos for this channel and stuff. But hey, here I am, with you, new IDontWorkHereLady stories to enjoy. So just sit back and do whatever you want. The first of my two stories for today is called The Worst of the Four. I downloaded Reddit just so I could share this with y'all. I'm sorry that it's so long, but trust me, I don't want to leave you guys short. I work at a restaurant not far from my town's Walmart, so I go there frequently before or after my shift as a waitress. My uniform consists of a button-up shirt, black pants, and a brown apron with our names and stars on them. Although it doesn't say the name of the restaurant, I would say it'd be hard to confuse me for someone wearing a blue or yellow vest with a Wally World logo on the back. I just watched World Blue. Who the hell am I? With all my trips to Walmart in my uniform, I've been mistaken for an employee 4 times. Usually it's a short conversation of, "Hey, do you know where I can find item?" And I respond with, "Sorry, I don't actually work here." And they go about their day with a bit more color to their faces. Well, the most recent time it happened, the lady wasn't having it. So let's meet the cost. This occasion happened to be during one of my runs before my shift. So I'm just browsing through the makeup aisle, and I'm squatting down to look at something when the Karen walks up and says, "Can you tell me where the tanning oil is?" I say my regular response, except I add that it's probably one aisle over by the sunscreen, which I knew since I had just bought some not too long ago. And she just scoffs and says, "Can't you just show me? They aren't paying you to browse the store for yourself." "I'm sorry, but I told you I don't work here, and I'm kinda in a hurry to get to work." "Stop lying. You're just too lazy to actually do your job. Besides, you're wearing a uniform." "Yes, I am wearing a uniform for restaurant name. Walmart workers have vests with their logo on." Karen sees a worker walk by. "Sir, your coworker is being lazy and refuses to help me." Now, this guy's about the same age as me, about 18 to 19, and just looks at me and then looks at her and starts laughing. This really ticked off the Karen. "Ma'am, she just doesn't work here, so please leave her alone. Is there anything I can help you with?" Karen just storms off without even getting her tanning oil, and I thought that was the end of it. I get to the self-checkout with a new lipstick, and all of a sudden she's screaming, "That's the worker right there!" while she has an angry-looking manager behind her. Once she reaches me, Karen has a big smirk on her face and tells the manager that I need to be fired immediately. "Ma'am, she's not employed here and never has been. She's not wearing a uniform, so please stop harassing her. I will have to ask you to leave our store." The Karen suddenly fills with rage as she attempts to lunge at me, but I move out of the way and she runs into the kiosk. She starts screaming and bantering about how she's going to sue them and make them pay for her medical bills, even though she won't have more than a bruise. The manager acts panicked and pulls out his phone. "I'm so sorry, ma'am. I will call an ambulance for you to get you to the hospital ASAP." I watch as she smirks at me and then dials 911. Though he doesn't ask for an ambulance, he calls for them to come get the Karen for attempted assault at me and for causing a commotion. The Karen is still sitting there holding her hip like she'll die if she lets go and is shooting me a look of bullets. The cops show up and she demands that I be arrested for assault because I shoved her into the kiosk. The cops want to see the security footage, so the manager brings them back to watch the tapes. While I'm waiting there, I take the chance to call my manager and tell him I will be late to work, and the Karen overhears me saying it. She starts yelling about how I need to give it up and that she had caught me. A few minutes later, the cops and the manager come out and ask me if I want to press charges. I gladly say yes, and the cop handcuffs her and brings her out of the store. The manager profusely apologizes and gives me a gift card and a personal info just in case I need to get a hold of her. Karen and I will be seeing each other in court June 5th. God damn it, I can't even talk properly. I'm just kinda confused today. I haven't been doing this for quite a while, so I might just be a little bit rusty. Also, if you hear weird swiping sounds, at me swiping around on my phone where I just got these screenshots, stuff like that open, so yeah, you know. The second story for today is called My Black Uniform Must Mean I Work at Target. Backstory before I get into it. I work at a movie theater that has our uniforms black from head to toe. Black shoes, black shirt, and black pants with a black belt. Anyway, the cast is as the following. Last week I got off work pretty early thanks to my replacement showing up 10 minutes early on his own will. I needed a new bra, so I took a 2-minute drive to the closest Target before heading home. If you haven't shopped at Target, I should let you know their uniforms are red shirts with a name tag, not black. I got them at Target with my Bluetooth headphones on and went to the bra section. I found one I really liked and even tried it on. I decided to look for some jeans as well and was browsing when I felt someone tap my shoulder. I turned my music off and looked over. There she was, the Karen. I've been trying to get your attention for 10 minutes. Okay, what do you want? She huffed as if was being rude. I want to try on these shirts. She had about 10 shirts in hand. Okay, go on ahead. I'm not gonna stop you. Give me a dressing room. I must add, the dressing room was right around the corner, and she was more than able to get her own dressing room. No, I don't think I will, for there isn't one on this side. The other side has one. You work here, so give me a dressing room. I don't work here. I'm dressed in black. You have a name tag? I looked, and Lord and behold, I was still wearing my movie theater name tag that displayed my company name on it. Not Target. I removed the name tag and put it in my pocket and continued to shop. That's when it happened. Karen grabbed my movie theater work jacket and pulled as hard as a middle-aged arm could onto the ground. I fell pretty hard and hit my head on a clothing stand. T.E. rushes over and was able to remove Karen from me. Ma'am, you can't just attack someone like that. She was ignoring me. My headphones were removed from my ears so I could hear, and I looked at the employee and asked her if my head was bleeding. Thank God it wasn't. TM came and called security when T.E. told him what she had seen. The Karen was taken away from security, and I was given the chance to cool off in their employee break room with T.E. I did get my bra and jeans, and I also treated myself some Starbucks. Let the in-store Starbucks to give me some kind of discount for what happened. That's kind of a confusing way to say that. I really just hung up on that sentence. I just couldn't understand it. It was a weird day. And then there's 2 updates from VOP they added later because due to popular demand there were some questions, of course. Update. Since some of you asked, the Target did call the cops on the lady and they filed adult charges. Not on me, since I wasn't that much of a pain to want to press charges, but the Karen had kicked TM in the nuts and attempted to steal the shirts she wanted to try on. Sorry, I'm just laughing about that one sentence, sorry. I'm a bit immature. Other update. Thanks for the love. My head is alright since no injury took place on my skull, and I'm well trained enough to know if I have a concussion or not. Which I didn't. Though, if you rip my jacket or touch me when I am listening to my Elton John, you better be able to run. Well, anyways, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my new microphone, my new setup, and this video. Subscribe, stay tuned, and I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye.